Hi everyone! So today I know a lot of people are concerned or wondering about the fact that our attention is sought after in many different ways, that when we see our younger generations, they're flicking through short reels, short clips, that even when you're looking at a website page, there's many things that are active and moving within the page and attracting your attention. There's adverts on the sides, there's promotion for other content that's looking at you whilst you're trying to focus on one thing. And if you think about it, as you're driving down the road, you have the signs on the different shops, you have billboards, you have street lights, and I believe that there's something misunderstood about our capacity to receive information and still focus on one thing, one thread. And I think that is what is coming to the surface a lot. That is what is being challenged, even in the way we are used to being taught at school, as if it was one period, one subject, and we had to give our utmost attention to that and not fidget, interact, or do other things. Even with watching movies, we didn't have the choice of what was being fed to us. It was what the television channel proposed. Of course, we could switch channels, but even then, that was also interrupted with adverts cutting into and forced upon us in a way that now it is, but it's changing the way it's happening. And I was curious to ask the guidance what they have to say about this. What does it reflect, or what does it want to express about the way we truly process information? And so here we go. So as many of you know, linear time used to be the way everyone standardized the way life happened, the way life unfolded, as if it was one pathway. Now that you are coming into the awareness of the quantum field, of multiple possibilities, of choices, your technology, your reality reflects that many other avenues are possible at the same time as the one you are currently choosing. And this reflects in the many things that are there to catch your attention, that are many things that are proposed and advertised, but it's a reflection of what is truly occurring in your life that maybe you would not have noticed before. As when you are walking in nature, you can be focused in your head, in thoughts, and not even notice the trees around you, that the colors of autumn are changing, or that the leaves for springs are coming on, and that the flowers are blooming, or that the squirrel passed along your path. Because you can have a focus on one specific aspect of life that precludes and closes you off to the rest of what is happening. And when you're interacting with your devices, with your technology, with your TV, computers, you are being made aware that at any given time, there is a multitude of things you could be putting your attention on, that they are available, not that they are bad, that one is better, just that they are there, and they are screaming out at you to make you understand that this is the reality, that you are continuously processing information without being aware of it and making a choice of where you put your focus continually. And that is news, because most of you believe that once you have set your focus, it is a one thing done deal, and that is you. But you are choosing that same focus in every instant. It's not you deciding for this whole meeting or for the duration of this walk in the woods or for this drive, I'm going to focus on the road ahead. Because if you notice as you are driving, you are using the mirror, the rear view mirror, the side wing mirror, looking at your co-passengers, talking to your children in the back, changing the radio channel, and keeping an eye on the road. So you are doing multitasks because your body, as a multi-sensory system, is perceiving information from all of those aspects at once and able to process them and still keep you heading in the direction that you desire. Sometimes your focus, let's say you are taking a walk in the woods in order to relax, but you are stuck in your mind and not noticing the forest around you, the path, the sound of the gravel under your feet, the crunch of the leaves, the breath of the wind, the whatever. If you are not noticing, you have chosen to keep your focus in your mind, and even if you are in a space where your body is receiving the benefits of the forest, you are not fully receiving the benefit of the walk because your focus is not matching your intention and you are not aligned with the purpose of it. Now, in this example, we imagined that your original intention was to get out of your head into your body, feel the nature connection as in order to resolve the issue that you were addressing or think of other things as to change your state of being. But if your purpose was to take the walk to continue chewing on the problem and you are staying with your focus in your mind, then you are achieving the results that you set out for and you are aligned with your intention, and you will finish the walk knowing that you have done it in alignment with what you intended it to be, a space for you to be more into the problem you were chewing on. So what we want to parallel here or reference is the fact that you are in every instant choosing where you are putting your focus, and the fact that you have these adverts popping at you on your phone or even interrupting what you're reading and coming in to change the screen of the movie you're watching when you were used to watching the traditional television. You are always being made aware that you have the choice where you put your focus, and that is really what is coming to the surface. Now, the challenge for older generations, those who are used to the older way of thinking, are really anchored in this idea of linear time, is to switch their understanding that there is not just that one path that I thought I was on or that I was fed to me as I listened to the teacher or received the show from the TV. There is this two-way connection, and I am also having the choice to focus on, and I have the choice to, just as you had when you were a child in the classroom, focus outside the window on the children playing in the playground and tune out what the teacher was saying. But when you see it in the form of different icons or places to click on your phone screen as you're trying to read the important email that you want, but your eyes keep popping to the movement and being addressed, this is to highlight the fact that all information is at the same time connecting with your body, and your body is responding to it, analyzing it, prioritizing it, tuning to what you are desiring to tune to. And when you have the screen and you have the different movements and the different invitations, you have the opportunity at every moment to realize, am I putting my focus on what I want? And this is a really, really, really valid question to ask, a really valid awareness to bring to light, so that you know you have the choice in every moment to change where you put your focus. For the younger generations, those who are used to the multidimensionalities, the many opportunities and possibilities of where to put the focus, their challenge is to remain in focus of the one thing, to choose intentionally and not to let the diversity roll them. So they are opposing challenges because you are on a bridging point where you are moving from an old way of perceiving life, reality, time, into a new one where the multidimensionality of each being, the multi possibilities of what you can move into are made understood, visible, brought to your awareness. And in this way, you will have people that are used to the old way and people that are used to the new way, and the challenges will be different for each. But the fact that both are present means you can help each other bridge into the new. I hope that was helpful information. I do believe that we are on the cusp, on the brink of new, and that there is more for us to understand about the way we perceive information, and that maybe not all of the newness of technology has to be frightening, but can be more of an eye-opener to the reality of how we fully process information, and that it can be really different to how it was sold to us because it wasn't fully understood then. Big hug!